How Stoic conquer your demon unleashes your inner warrior. In a world that often feels like a tempestuous sea of uncertainty, where the winds of doubt and insecurity threaten to capsize our fragile vessels, Stoicism stands as a beacon of hope. But let's be clear, this isn't about preaching from a pulpit of perfection or pretending to have all the answers. No, my friends, this is about rolling up our sleeves, getting our hands dirty, and diving headfirst into the messy, beautiful chaos that is life. 1. Seize control, seize victory. Life often feels like a wild roller coaster ride, with twists and turns that catch us off guard and leave us feeling powerless. We're tossed about by the currents of circumstance, buffeted by the winds of change, and left wondering if we're merely spectators in the grand theater of existence. But Stoicism teaches us a powerful truth. We are not passive observers of our own lives. We are the masters of our fate, the architects of our destiny. Picture this. You're standing at the helm of a great ship, navigating the stormy seas of life. The winds howl, the waves crash against the hull, and the horizon seems shrouded in darkness. In these moments of uncertainty and doubt, Stoicism calls upon us to seize control of the ship, to take hold of the reins, and to steer with purpose and conviction. But what does it mean to seize control? It's not about trying to bend the world to our will or micromanaging every aspect of our lives. It's about recognizing the power we have over our own thoughts, actions, and reactions. It's about making conscious choices, even in the face of adversity, and accepting responsibility for the outcomes, whether they be triumphs or setbacks. Seizing control also means letting go of the things we cannot change, the past mistakes, the future uncertainties, the actions of others. It's about embracing the present moment with all its challenges and opportunities and focusing our energy on what we can influence and what awaits us when we seize control. Victory. Not in the sense of vanquishing our enemies or conquering the world, but in the sense of living with purpose and meaning, of navigating life's storms with grace and resilience. It's about finding fulfillment in the journey itself, regardless of the destination, and knowing that we have the power to chart our own course no matter how rough the seas may be. 2. The Gladiator Within. Imagine yourself stepping into the arena of life, surrounded by the deafening roar of the crowd and the piercing gaze of your adversaries. In this metaphorical Colosseum, we are not mere spectators, but gladiators, warriors of the soul, confronting the challenges and adversaries that stand in our path. The gladiator within each of us represents our inner strength, resilience, and courage. It's the part of us that refuses to cower in the face of adversity, that stands tall and resolute even when the odds seem stacked against us. Just as the ancient warriors of Rome entered the arena with unwavering determination, so too must we approach the battlefield of life with a spirit of fierce resolve. But being a gladiator is not just about physical prowess or brute force. It's about cultivating inner fortitude, the kind of strength that comes from knowing who we are and what we stand for. It's about facing our fears head-on, confronting our doubts and insecurities, and emerging victorious, not in the eyes of others, but in the depths of our own souls. In the arena of life, our adversaries take many forms: self-doubt, fear of failure, societal expectations, and countless others. But like the gladiators of old, we must meet these challenges with courage and determination. We must sharpen our swords of wisdom, don our armor of resilience, and march forward into battle, knowing that the only true defeat is in failing to fight at all. And what awaits us when we embrace the gladiator within, not just victory, but a sense of inner peace and fulfillment that transcends the trials and tribulations of the battlefield. It's the knowledge that we have faced our fears, confronted our demons, and emerged stronger and more resilient on the other side. 3. Embrace the chaos. Life has a way of throwing curveballs when we least expect them. It's like being caught in the midst of a raging storm, with thunder booming overhead and lightning flashing all around. In these moments of chaos and uncertainty, Stoicism teaches us not to run and hide but to stand tall and embrace the storm. Embracing the chaos doesn't mean seeking out turmoil or inviting disaster into our lives. Rather, it's about recognizing that life is inherently unpredictable and learning to find beauty and opportunity amidst the chaos. Just as a skilled surfer rides the crest of a wave, so too must we learn to navigate the turbulent waters of existence with grace and poise. When we embrace the chaos, we open ourselves up to new possibilities and experiences. We learn to let go of rigid expectations and embrace the spontaneity of life. Instead of fearing the unknown, we learn to welcome it as a chance for growth and exploration. But embracing chaos isn't just about going with the flow. It's about finding meaning and purpose in the midst of uncertainty. It's about recognizing that even in the darkest of times, there is light to be found if we only open our eyes and look for it. It's about trusting in the wisdom of the universe and surrendering to the natural rhythms of life. And what awaits us when we embrace the chaos? A sense of freedom and liberation unlike anything we've ever known. It's the realization that we are not defined by our circumstances, but by how we choose to respond to them. It's the knowledge that even in the face of adversity, we have the power to rise above and create a life filled with meaning and purpose. Let us revel in the unpredictability of life and find joy in the journey, knowing that with each twist and turn, we grow stronger and more resilient. 4. Virtue, your North Star. In a world often fraught with moral ambiguity and ethical dilemmas, Stoicism offers us a timeless compass to navigate the tumultuous seas of existence. Virtue. Virtue isn't just a set of lofty ideals to be admired from afar. It's a practical roadmap for living a life of meaning, integrity, and purpose. At its core, virtue is about embodying the highest ideals of humanity: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. It's about striving to be the best versions of ourselves, not because it's easy, but because it's right. And in a world that often seems to have lost its moral compass, virtue serves as our guiding light, illuminating the path of righteousness in a sea of darkness. But what does it mean to live a virtuous life? It's not about being perfect or never making mistakes. It's about making conscious choices that align with our deepest values and principles. It's about having the courage to stand up for what is right, even when it's unpopular or inconvenient. It's about treating others with kindness and compassion, recognizing the inherent dignity and worth of every human being. And it's about cultivating wisdom, the kind of deep, soulful wisdom that comes from lived experience and a willingness to learn from our mistakes. Living a virtuous life isn't always easy. It requires discipline, self-awareness, and a willingness to confront our own shortcomings. But the rewards are immeasurable. A sense of inner peace and fulfillment that transcends the fleeting pleasures of material wealth or worldly success. It's the knowledge that we are living in alignment with our deepest values and that our actions are making a positive impact on the world around us. Embracing a life of virtue as our guiding gives life of meaning, purpose, and fulfillment beyond our wildest dreams. It's the realization that true happiness doesn't come from external sources, but from living in alignment with our deepest values and principles. It's the knowledge that no matter what challenges life may throw our way, we have the strength, wisdom, and courage to face them head-on. 5. Rise from the ashes. Life is a journey marked by trials and tribulations, setbacks and failures. There are moments when we feel like we've been knocked down so hard that we can barely catch our breath. But Stoicism teaches us that every setback is not the end of the road, but a stepping stone to something greater. It's about embracing the inevitability of failure and disappointment, and using them as catalysts for growth and transformation. When we experience failure or defeat, it's easy to become consumed by feelings of despair and hopelessness. We may feel like we've hit rock bottom, with no way out and no light at the end of the tunnel. But Stoicism offers us a powerful reminder that even in our darkest moments, there is always hope. Rising from the ashes isn't about denying or ignoring our pain. It's about embracing it fully and using it as fuel for our journey forward. It's about finding the courage to pick ourselves up off the ground, dust ourselves off, and keep moving forward, even when it feels like the weight of the world is crushing down upon us. But how do we rise from the ashes? It starts with a shift in mindset, from seeing failure as a final destination to seeing it as a necessary part of the journey. It's about reframing our setbacks as opportunities for growth and learning, rather than sources of shame or regret. It's about cultivating resilience, the ability to bounce back from adversity stronger and more determined than ever before. Rising from the ashes gives us not just redemption, but a sense of empowerment and liberation unlike anything we've ever known. It's the knowledge that we are not defined by our failures but by our ability to rise above them. It's the realization that every setback is a chance for a comeback, and that with perseverance and determination, anything is possible. Let's embrace our inner phoenix and rise from the ashes of defeat with renewed strength and purpose. Let us turn our wounds into wisdom, our setbacks into stepping stones, and our failures into fuel for the journey ahead. 6. Find solace in Stoic practices. In the hustle and bustle of modern life, it's easy to become overwhelmed by the chaos and noise that surround us. We're bombarded with constant demands and distractions, leaving little time for introspection or self-care. But amidst the madness, Stoicism offers us a sanctuary, a quiet refuge where we can find solace and serenity amidst the storm. Stoic practices provide us with a toolkit for navigating the challenges of everyday life with grace and equanimity. Whether it's the practice of mindfulness meditation to quiet the chatter of the mind, the contemplation of Stoic virtues to cultivate inner strength and resilience, or the journaling of our thoughts and emotions to gain clarity and perspective, these ancient techniques offer us a lifeline in turbulent times. One of the key tenets of Stoicism is the concept of the inner citadel, a fortress of the mind that remains impervious to the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune. It's a place of refuge where we can retreat in times of crisis, finding solace and strength in our own inner resources. By cultivating a daily practice of Stoic exercises, we fortify this inner citadel, making it a sanctuary of peace and tranquility amidst the chaos of the outside world. But finding solace in Stoic practices isn't just about finding peace in times of turmoil. It's also about finding joy in the present moment. Stoicism teaches us to appreciate the simple pleasures of life: a warm cup of tea, a beautiful sunset, a quiet moment of reflection, and to find contentment in the here and now, rather than constantly striving for something more. Stoic practices provide a sense of inner peace and contentment that transcends the fleeting pleasures of the material world. It's the realization that true happiness comes from within, and that by cultivating a sense of inner harmony and balance, we can weather any storm that life may throw our way. 7. Embrace Amor, Fati. In the grand tapestry of life, there are threads of joy and threads of sorrow, threads of triumph and threads of tragedy. And woven through it all is the thread of fate, the inexorable force that guides our journey through the universe. But instead of resisting this cosmic dance, Stoicism teaches us to embrace it wholeheartedly, to love our fate, no matter where it may lead us. Amor Fati is the Stoic philosophy of accepting everything that happens as necessary and embracing it with open arms. It's about recognizing that every twist and turn of fate, every joy and every sorrow, is an essential part of the fabric of our lives. And rather than lamenting what could have been or longing for a different reality, Amor Fati invites us to find beauty and meaning in the here and now. But embracing Amor Fati isn't always easy. It requires a shift in perspective, from seeing adversity as a curse to seeing it as an opportunity for growth and transformation. It's about reframing our challenges as blessings in disguise and recognizing that even the darkest moments of our lives can lead us to greater wisdom and understanding. Amor Fati also requires a deep sense of trust. Trust in the wisdom of the universe, trust in the inherent goodness of life, and trust in our own ability to navigate whatever comes our way. It's about surrendering to the flow of existence, knowing that even in the face of uncertainty, we are always exactly where we need to be. And what awaits us when we embrace Amor Fati? A sense of profound liberation and freedom unlike anything we've ever known. It's the realization that we are not victims of circumstance, but active participants in the grand drama of life. It's the knowledge that by embracing our fate with love and acceptance, we can find peace and contentment amidst even the most tumultuous storms. As we draw our journey through Stoicism to a close, let us take a moment to reflect on the wisdom we've uncovered and the truths we've embraced. Stoicism isn't just a philosophy, it's a way of life, a guiding light in the darkness, a beacon of hope in a world filled with uncertainty and doubt. And as we stand on the threshold of this new chapter in our lives, let us carry with us the lessons we've learned and the principles we've embraced. Stoicism teaches us that life is not always easy, but it is always meaningful. It's about facing our fears with courage, embracing our flaws with humility, and finding beauty in the midst of chaos. It's about living with integrity, courage, and compassion, and striving to be the best versions of ourselves no matter what challenges may come our way.